So back.
We're so back.
We're so back.
What's up, brewskis? My name is Marco Dupa. And this guy right here, this is the great and powerful. It's Adam Obesius Rodriguez.
Yeah, buddy.
Tonight's brew is, I don't know. We've been gone because, I mean, technically you could say we took our holiday break.
It's true. Yeah.
Because that was a long time off.
It was. I'm so sorry, everybody.
So no holiday break for us. We're gonna go right into. Well, maybe, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what days are.
Hey, don't make promises.
Well, doesn't Christmas fall on a Wednesday?
Eve, I think, falls
Christmas
on a Wednesday.
Eve falls on a
Yeah,
Wednesday.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But like Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, we tend to party all week, honestly.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Sure.
As it stands, Obi's gonna have a little bit more about these guys, these hidden guys, after the break. What's on tap for tonight? Well, first and foremost, we have to hear a little bit about the trip.
Sure.
We just got it.
All right.
You know, you can't leave the people hanging. I had people reaching out to me like, what's going on?
Is he okay?
What's he doing out there? Is he ever coming back?
just disappear for a while.
Yeah.
You know?
We got to reassure the people. You're back.
Yeah.
Better than ever.
Yep.
And then what else do we got?
We have a trailer tray. Brand new Steven Spielberg film, Disclosure Day. Yeah.
And then we've been gone, right? As I've said multiple times, we missed some stuff. There's no way that we can go back and recap all of the big things that we've missed. But I think we would be remiss if we didn't at least acknowledge the Video Game Awards.
Yeah.
And also the big Street Fighter reveal.
Yeah.
Which we've been talking about the Street Fighter thing on here for a while now.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I think it's relevant to kind of come back to the table on that one.
Sure. Then we have some sad news.
Sad news.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We have the announcement that Rob Reiner has passed away, along with his wife. I believe her name was Michelle. And it seems that it was a murder. And not only that, but it was allegedly their own son.
Yeah.
It's very sad. But we don't want to revel in that too much. We want to talk more about the impact, both politically and, I mean, strangely enough, in the world of WWE, and just kind of how the ripples have kind of been surprising a bit, from my side at least.
Yeah. It's been strange to see what has happened since his death.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're going to get in all of that. But we can't do anything until we crack open these brewskis and welcome us back proper. This is episode 480 of the One Beer In podcast. Okay. Take that.
Mostly sacred.
Let's clinker, drinker, and you can tell the people a little bit more about what we're drinking tonight.
I would love to.
Oof.
So, while in Japan, which is where I was, along with Sherry, I went to a craft brewery in Tokyo and had myself a time. So what I did was I packed along 6 different beers from this craft brewery for us to go through in this episode.
Hell yeah.
And to kind of, as an ode to how Japan generally drinks its beers, have them in these little tiny glasses. Share them that way. First one, starting off, is called the Ogama. And the cold read goes as follows. Ogama, the giant toad yokai that breathes out rainbow-colored mist, is the inspiration for this hazy IPA. Very smooth and full of tropical flavors. The type is obviously hazy IPA. and it comes in at a relatively smooth and low 5.5% ABV.
We'll take a look at it right there.
There you have it. She's hazy. She's beautiful.
It's nice. I didn't even know you had these glasses. Where were you hiding these?
I got some secrets.
Up your butt.
The old jail purse. Prison purse.
Prison purse.
Prison purse. You don't do that in jail. You're not there long enough to need to do that. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for that fact check. All right. Let's
the
get
more
into,
you know.
Let's start this baby off right with a little bit of trailer trash.
Trailer trash.
We haven't done trailer trash in a minute.
It's been a while.
It's good to be back.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be. I mean, what a trailer trash. What a trailer to come back to trailer trash.
Oh, yeah.
But the auteur himself, the Jedi Master.
Yeah.
He's back. It's Steven Spielberg. And the movie is Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
Up until 10 minutes ago, I had no idea this was even coming out. So, I don't know what that says about me.
It's been a little under the. It's been a little under the radar, I would say. Before
is
the
there a trailer for Fire and Ice?
Fire and Ice.
Yeah, the Avatar movie. Is it called Fire and Ice? What's it called? Fire and Water?
Fire.
Avatar.
Man.
And you fireman. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Fireland.
It's not called Fireland.
Lava Men.
Avatar. Lava Men.
They're red
Fire
now?
and Ash.
Ah, so close.
I wasn't that far off.
Yeah. Of course there is. That movie's out this weekend.
Did we already trailer trash it?
I thought we did. I don't know. I mean,
or did we just skip that one altogether? Yeah, it is out this weekend.
Avatar is such a
dude. It comes out in like 2 days.
Yeah, it's such a intrinsically tied franchise to this podcast that I think we may have just not even bothered to do it.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk about this a little bit.
Okay.
Well, we'll do Disclosure Day and then we'll come back.
Okay,
to this
all right.
Because the box office is crazy. Do you see that number?
No, I didn't see that before. I do now.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh boy. Okay.
No deadline. No. Go no.
I will not allow ads. Deadline. But yes, Disclosure Day, the next Spielberg film, and getting a lot of buzz after this trailer. It had been announced for a while, but not much as far as details had come out, other than some of the cast, which I will say includes Josh O'Connor, who was excellent in the latest Knives Out movie. He's really having himself a time. The career is exploding,
right? And
I'm happy to see it. But now with the trailer out, we get a little bit of a taste of what this movie is even about.
Sort of.
Kinda. It's still very mysterious, which I think is a good thing, especially with a name like Spielberg attached. What do you really need to spell out the entire narrative? I don't think you do. Give him a little hint.
No. I mean,
Give him a
and
little tease.
it's Spielberg. It's James Blunt. James Blunt. Emily Blunt. James Blunt is in this movie.
Is in Disclosure Day.
Yeah. You got a good cast. You've got the man himself. I think you just need this. Honestly, you could just. The trailer could have just been Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg, and you'd be like, "Well, I'm going to go see that.
Sure,
it's a new Spielberg movie.
I'm in." But even more so, this is yet another Alien movie from Spielberg. So those two things together is kind of all you need to know, at least for me to show up.
Right.
So with the trailer, I think they did what they needed to do, which is just tease the fact that all these stars are in it. Mm-hmm. It obviously looks great. It's shot very well so far, from what we can see. And the plot seems mysterious and kind of eerie, but also has that little bit of Spielbergian, I don't know. It feels like it has a bit of heart to it, maybe. It doesn't feel completely cold and disconnected. And feels kind of unique just from the trailer alone. Obviously can't speak too much on the film itself, how it's going to turn out, but I don't know. It felt different in a world of movies involving alien conspiracies and secrets, and I don't know. The the tone was different than a lot of movies I've seen recently, especially blockbuster movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very curious. It seems to have like a religious turn in it, which is cool.
Which is what would happen.
Yes.
Also.
Yes.
And it has this weird kind of horror thing going as well.
Yeah.
Where, like, is it like how much of this movie is going to be like a thriller and how much of it is, because I'll say the trailer itself was actually more disturbing than any other Spielberg movie that I've seen.
Yeah.
Like it just really had like hints of like a straight up horror movie.
Something scary is going on.
Something very not just eerie or sinister, but like straight up scary.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Little Signs, actually.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a lot of mystery behind it, and the way they're presenting I mean, for all we know, it's going to be a bait and switch. It's not really going to be aliens even, but the alien aspect of this feels very alien and weird and off-putting.
Well, I wonder, like, even if it is Steven Spielberg, how much is left with this subject matter? You know?
Yeah.
How much is left?
Sure. Well, I mean,
if it's a bait and switch, it's like every other bait and switch alien movie. Sure. It's like, what new water are we getting into here?
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it will be, because that's not very Spielberg. You know, he doesn't really do the twists very much.
No.
Speaking of signs, it was aliens.
Swing away, Daryl.
Spoiler alert.
Meryl.
It was aliens.
Daryl?
Meryl? Daryl? Barrel?
Barrel?
Farrell? Carol?
Imagine naming your kid Barrel. But it's spelled
Barrel Whiskey Rodriguez.
Beryle. Barrel.
Barrel. I like it. Like Meryl with a B. Yes. Love it. Yeah. I don't know. I only say that because that's what this trailer inspires in me is questions.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I want going into a suspenseful mystery involving aliens.
Yeah.
Potentially. So, I mean, a hot not trash for me.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited to see more. I didn't even need this trailer, but, you know, seeing like Coleman Domingo in there and Colin Firth.
Yeah.
And, of course, Emily Blunt.
Oh, that's who that guy was.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I was wondering, I'm like, that has to be someone important. I recognize that face.
Yes. He's not as dripped out as he usually is, so it's kind of hard to see him as a normie.
Yeah.
But, yes, indeed, that was him acting his ass off, because he's usually way more dripped out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. He
had to take that dial and turn it down.
Right. The clothes do a lot of acting for him.
Yeah. Don't steal the show, Coleman. But, yeah, I'm excited. Not trash. Not trash at all.
Absolutely not trash. Okay, just a quick little segue into this thing. This Avatar Fire and Ash.
Yes.
Okay. I actually didn't know either one of these numbers. All these numbers are actually kind of crazy. Okay. Fire and Ash is going to debut with a worldwide first weekend of $340 to $380 million. But that's actually behind The Way of Water. It did $444 million.
Damn.
Only 2 years ago. It'll land as the second best opening for an MPA title after Disney's Zootopia, which debuted to $560 million.
There's a whole different world out there.
Yeah, man.
I will say they were advertising their asses off in Japan, even
for
Zootopia 2. Yeah, it was everywhere.
When I read that, I read the Fire and Ash number, and I was like, damn. And then I read the 444, and I was like, oh, it didn't beat the. And then I read that number, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That is insane. I mean, to Zootopia 2's credit, here it's a really good movie. Here it's surprisingly good.
Yeah.
So, you know, good for Zootopia 2.
Still crazy.
That's insane. That is a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, and this movie, okay. Way of Water had 9 days of runtime before Christmas, while Fire and Ash has 5, meaning audiences are bound to wait for the best seats and screens to see. blah blah blah. So it actually could outpace that number.
Okay.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, it's still a bit surprising to me that the Avatar movie series has the legs it does.
Yes, that's why this is so surprising.
Yeah.
That's why that number is so shocking.
Yes.
Because it's like, how does it keep going? I know that, I will say, I don't know how you and Rob feel.
Yeah.
I know that part of my obsession with this.
You do. We've done 2 podcasts
Hold
on it.
Let me finish. Not about the movies themselves. I think part of my obsession with this is slightly ironic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, definitely.
Okay.
the irony got me in the door. You know.
Yeah.
However, I found myself having a good time.
Yes.
Despite the irony.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Yes.
Like legitimately enjoying elements of both of these films so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, certainly it's painted with a brush of irony. At least on the facade of my enjoyment.
Right. And so that keeps us going.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like, who out there is like
a diehard Avatar head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when James Cameron, old Jim,
Yep.
when he was talking about doing the theme park,
Yeah.
and doing like 5-6 movies,
dedicating the rest of his life to
yeah,
this
he's
movie
like, I'm
series.
gonna do these and then I'm gonna die. That's what's gonna
I may
that's
die
it.
making these movies.
And that'll be okay.
Contractually, someone is probably lined up to finish them for him.
Bearing all that in mind, it's wild, man. It's fucking wild. Like excuse me, you gotta give Jim the credit he deserves. Believing in this project, believing in what he had, even though I'm like, he really thought I crushed it with this one. When he came up with Avatar, he was like, "Oh, this is it.
This is my master stroke.
Right. This is my magnum opus. There's nothing left after this for me."
Yeah.
And he was right.
Yeah. Apparently, the box office says so.
Yeah.
So
I saw him.
Hats off to you.
I saw him in an interview talking about how he was like the studios have been like pushing back on some of the stuff that he wants to do, and he was like, "Do you not want $2 billion? Like, what about this are you not getting through your fucking head? I'm about to put $2 billion in your pocket.
Yeah.
You don't want that?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to another studio then, I guess.
I just love that he, and we're not going to talk about Timothée Chalamet today, but it's that. I mean, we talked about it before, but like that kind of confidence when Jim Cameron is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna keep making these movies. You know why? Because they're awesome.
Yeah, because I love to do it.
Right.
And people come to see it.
I came up with some dope shit.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make a shit ton of money, and I'm gonna do something that I want to do.
Mind you, if he were to have chosen Terminator to do this on, I think people would have been overjoyed.
Yeah.
If he chose Alien to do this on, if Ridley Scott was like, "Hey Jim, go ahead and make as many of these as you want."
Right. It's your franchise now.
Right. I think people would have been like, "Yeah, that's what you do now. Like, you should do it. Go ahead, have fun." But because it is both an original IP that he came up with himself, he came up with Terminator 2. I understand that.
Yeah.
But a new franchise made whole cloth out of his own brain,
right?
And
that's rare. That's rare, man.
A world upon itself.
Yeah.
That is now, it didn't take decades and decades for it to even become like a fixture in a Disney theme park. It just happened like that because that's the power of James Cameron.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have nothing but respect for that.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that, again, as you said, Avatar would not rank high among my favorite James Cameron movies.
No.
So
I think I even like The Abyss more.
yeah.
The Abyss is,
I think it's more interesting. I don't know. But all that saying,
no, that might be crazy.
Even,
but
I don't think
it's not
so.
that.
I don't
it's not that crazy.
At least the first Avatar. I don't know.
Yeah.
The second one's better, I feel.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
Yeah.
But I I think that makes me respect it even more is that like even when he's like throwing softballs here,
Yeah.
it's still big enough that it's making hundreds of millions of dollars opening weekend consistently.
And apparently this movie is a softball because it's like open to his lowest numbers critically.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I think one of the headlines was like, this is the first of the Avatar series to feel like it's retreading something.
Yeah.
You know? Which fine, you know, like it kind of makes sense if you're making a universe this big that eventually you're going to like slow the pace down.
Yeah.
And maybe retread some stuff that you already touched on in one of the 2 other 3-hour-long movies.
Yeah. And if he plans on making 2 more,
yeah,
like I mean, I don't know if you can innovate in 5 movies of the same thing.
Well, they have to do with like an ice level. They did the fire one. They did the water one.
Yeah, they did the air one or earth one.
Yeah.
Well, they did the air one.
The air one.
They haven't really done the earth one.
Yeah. We need a land, Avatar land.
Yeah, like a bunch of avatars underground.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Navi,
Javi. Mining
Wabi.
Navi. Yes.
mining Navi.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Or he'll die. And
they'll still make it. They'll still make it. It's too big. It is too big to fail at this point. We've reached this critical mass level that I feel like those movies are going to get made no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if this one like completely stalls out after the first opening weekend, there's still enough momentum behind the franchise that you don't make a land in Disney if you don't have supreme confidence that this thing is going to be a thing whether people want it or not.
What's crazy to me is that it is such a thing, and because like it's not on par with something like a Star Wars, right?
Sure.
And not just because Star Wars has, a 40-year head start.
Yeah.
It's also because like you can see yourself in Star Wars. There's tenets to Star Wars. There's things that
you don't see yourself in Jake Sully?
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 Jake Sully? Maybe when he was a person.
Sure.
I think.
Whoa. You don't think the Na'vi are people?
Are they?
Yeah.
Is that weird to say that they're not people?
Sound a little racist to me.
They're not my kind of people.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
They're a little blue for my taste.
They're a little too blue. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Take it back to the other side of the tracks. But I think, and no offense to
Na'vi?
Well, the people who
the Na'vi represent?
No. I guess I'm trying to. I'm just gonna go in, but I'm trying not to.
Okay.
But like it's.
Is this you trying to be tactful?
Yeah.
Why does it look like it hurts so much?
I'm trying to figure out how not to make fun of like furries.
Okay.
Basically.
Sure.
I think I said what I needed to say without saying
Okay, sure.
it.
Yeah.
Here's my point. You're weird. You're weird if you see yourself in the Avatar, right? Because you're not 10 feet tall, and you're not like a hybrid alien thing.
An artificial organic creature.
Yeah, you're not that thing.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that they're the furries. Like if you inside yourself, you're like, I'm a wolf. I'm like, sure, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You're not hurting anybody.
I think
it's fine.
I do think that there is something more. I'm gonna sound like a bigot. There's something more acceptable about like a person who's a furry who I don't even know why I'm doing this.
If they pick a cool animal.
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, if they
like
just
I'm a tiger.
Yeah, if they just pick an animal, period, or even like a made up animal or whatever.
Oh.
Like if
can you do that? Can you pick a made up animal?
I don't know. I don't know the rules.
Can you be like
I missed the last meeting.
You certainly can be like a dragon, right? You can choose to be a dragon.
You can choose to be a dragon, I think.
Or a unicorn.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Just don't like And like horseplay is a thing. You can be like a little.
Oh, the
be like
guys
a horse.
that do
Those dudes.
this
Yeah,
thing?
for sure.
Yeah.
The guys that like they bite that bit and then they become a horse. There's something to me.
Count like this.
To me, there is for some reason something that's more. I'm like, fine, sure, do your thing, brother. I get it.
Yeah.
But if somebody's like cosplaying or they're like, no, I'm actually a Navi. There's just something about that just gives me the ick. I'm just like, you're not though.
So you're saying the people that feel like actually spiritually connected, like with a cartoon character or like a animated character like the Navi?
Yeah, because I think that the ethos of these movies isn't that deep.
Yeah.
I think that there's like, there's millions of years of like a wolf, for instance, the wolf in history, his place in history and what he represents to different tribes of people
throughout humanity.
Yeah,
across the globe.
There's a thing. You could do whole fucking courses on what the wolf represents to mankind.
Yeah,
right.
Well, and in Native American cultures, spirit animals are a thing.
Exactly, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're like, the Navi are on par, I just think you're not thinking about it hard enough. I guess is my point. It's just like, it's not enough. Jim loved Jim.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he didn't write the Bible.
No, and I don't think he thinks it like that. I think he thinks
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I think that the people who think he did are the weirdos.
Yes. Well, and again, that's true of anyone who gets that into anything.
Yeah, that's true.
They become weird.
Yeah.
I think even like the important stuff, like if you are, and this is my opinion, if you're too religious, you get a little weird,
Yeah.
And that's talking about.
Speaking of the Bible.
Yeah, and that's like talking about something that is like thousands of years old, but yeah, people certainly do take it too far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fortunately, I don't think, I personally haven't seen that much happening within Avatar.
But I think that that's the craziest thing about it is you can't do it because there's not enough there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guess
we're
that's
talking
two
movies, a video game, and maybe comics. I don't know what else.
And yet, it's a $1 billion franchise. It has a place in a theme park. They're building like whole fucking city. Like it is a thing unto itself.
Yeah.
And it's just 2 movies.
Yeah. Well, and
so that's the strange part about it.
Well, I think what gets people into that weird space is, one, I think first of all, it's highly accessible. So it's a movie.
Yeah.
You don't need to read the Bible. You just go to the movie and sit down for 3 hours and you see.
Thank God.
You see the movie. Literally. Jim.
Thank Jim.
And second,
thank you, Base Jim.
Second, they think the Navi are hot. They get off on the Navi.
Yeah.
So
that's
and they want to be giant blue cat people.
Yes.
And that's really what's behind it.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about furries. I don't think it's inherently sexual, but there's a sexual element to it.
I was just schooled on this the other day. It's not sexual. It doesn't have to be sexual at all.
There you go.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like
you can just dress up and
and
represent yourself as a cat.
Because I was ignorantly like, well, it's a kink. Like that's
keep that shit in the bedroom.
right.
You
want to wear
stick.
that furry head.
Yeah.
You want to give furry head.
Sir, they call it yiffing.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's a thing.
I don't want to.
Am I right?
No more.
Comment if I was correct on that.
I'm just saying that it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
But I think that's the difference with the Navi thing is like I think it is inherently sexual. I don't think any of them are just like, I just want to live because it's not like their dreams are not like I just want to be in the tribe by myself. I just want to be a big blue. I want to be a big blue person. No, you want to fuck a big blue person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we spent enough time on this.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Shall we move on to the next beer?
Yes.
Let's review these as we go so we don't forget.
Okay.
Because there's too many of them to remember.
Good idea.
So for the Kaigan, 5.5% hazy IPA, what'd you think?
I'm giving it 4.5. Is that Braille on there? That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Yeah, inclusive.
Cool.
I gave it a 4.5.
Yeah.
Nice, citrusy, hazy IPA. Does the job. I could see myself grabbing another one of those. Not like blowing the doors off or anything, but it's got a nice flavor to it. Just a nice kind of citrus, kind of grapefruity IPA.
Agreed. And very cool art.
I'm suspecting that's going to be a big part of this.
Yes.
How cool the artwork is.
Yes. And I agree. 4.5 for me as well. I like the... I actually like the lower ABV on this because I could definitely crush a few more of them.
Yeah.
Tasty, not overly sweet. Pretty good.
Yeah. That dog is filled with canned chicken. Just abuse.
Okay, next up we have the Kaigan Brewery Chitose Point Kolsch. Comes in at...
You said a Kolsch?
It is a Kolsch.
Ooh.
Comes in at 4.6% ABV. I will let you pour this while I read, because this is in Japanese on the can.
Okay.
I must go to their website.
And Braille as well, apparently. What could that possibly mean?
Is it the same on every can, is my question.
Let's see.
It is.
Yes.
Maybe it's beer. So you understand that you're going to drink beer. Or maybe it says like alcohol on it to warn people that they're not like cracking open
a Coke.
Coke, yeah.
Coca-Cola, venti soda. Coca-Cola, venti banana. This is also the size of a Kolsch. Like a traditional, if you were in like a Cologne, it would be in cups like this. It wouldn't be, like we serve ours in 12-ounce stanges, obviously, at Red Light. But like you really want like an 8-ounce stange or a Kolsch glass.
Yeah.
So that you can just really, because the idea is to just fucking
Found them.
and then just keep going.
Yeah.
Go. Like 3 sips and you should be done with it.
And then, you get greeted by the mean Kolsch guy,
yeah,
right?
and they come up and they're just like, "You want another one, you piece of shit?" And they slap the shit out of you. You just fucking flick your nose.
I saw a clip online of one of those Kolsch guys. What are they called? Do you know? Do you remember?
Kolschman.
Yeah, Kolschman. John Kolschman Jr.
Kolschman. I don't remember.
There's a term for them.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be kind of rude to you. That's the whole thing.
Let's look at that.
A tsundere.
Is that what they're called?
Sure, you're
just making stuff up.
No. Kolsch guy.
Kolsch guy. No, Karl Kolsch.
Kolsch.
The beloved Karl Kolsch.
No, not Karl Kolsch.
No. What would you? Okay, how do I actually
Kolsch server?
Kolsch server.
rude Kolsch server.
But Kolsch guy. Cobes. Yeah.
A Cobes man. Yes. So I saw a clip online of a guy, a Cobes.
Oh man, I'm not. I'm dumb.
And he was like, so many Americans come over here and say wunderbar. Wunderbar.
Oh yeah.
Germans do not say wunderbar. And he's like, what do they say? Not wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
And I saw the comments and people were like, he's so mean. Why is he being so mean? And I saw one person finally say, like, they do that. Like,
yeah.
It's supposed to be that way.
This is not what we say here.
We do not say
we
wunderbar.
Do not say wunderbar. No one in German says wunderbar. We say
whoa. Settle down.
Is Kolsch.
The Kolsch, yes.
Kolsch.
The Chitose Point Kolsch, 4.6% ABV. Cold read is as follows. Named after the famous surf spot just a few meters from the coastal brewery, this light and refreshing Kolsch offers a perfect balance of floral aromas and citrus notes from 3 hop varieties. Tettnager, Hallertau.
That's crazy you said that.
Mittelfluff.
Whoa.
And Chinook. I know Chinook.
Yeah.
Its pale yellow color and slightly hazy appearance suggests it's easy drinking. The palate is subtly sweet with a crisp, dry finish. It's the perfect drink to enjoy in the warm sun or after a day of surfing.
All right.
Cheers to that.
Okay. Okay.
You thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Thing is, with something like a Kolsch or any of the like a light ale or a pale ale or like a lager or any of the like lighter beers, it's really down to those subtleties.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's easier to pick up everything outside of the alcohol when the alcohol is lower. I know that sounds very basic to say, but if you were to try to have like, I don't know, a triple IPA, you're probably going to be clobbered over the head first with straight up alcohol flavor. Yeah. And then get, some of the notes that are added to it. But I feel like with lighter beers, it kind of goes the other way around. It's like, what's that note? What's that? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I find both enjoyable. Yeah. But this is more immediate.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we at?
Well, I think sticking with the movie theme, we can talk about the Street Fighter first trailer and reaction at the Video Game Awards of most of the cast. Yeah. On stage.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, at the Game Awards, they came out, and apparently they like shitted on the Mortal Kombat guys.
I won't say they did. Andrew Schultz did specifically.
Oh, it was Schultz? Of course it was Schultz.
Yeah. And I saw...
Oh, well, that changes it, honestly. Contextually, that changes it. Because it wasn't like it was one of the producers or something.
No.
It was a roast comic and talking about a rival video game.
And you could absolutely tell that it was, like, his call. Like, it seemed like improv. Yeah. Because everyone on stage was kind of like, what's going on?
Hey, whoa.
So if you didn't see the clip, he came up on stage. Well, they all came up on stage, and they passed the mic to Andrew Schultz, and he said, we're here showing up for the fans because we love you guys. We're one of two big video games that fighting fans love, and you know what? The other ones decided to come out here as well. Welcome the cast of Mortal Kombat 2. And everyone like exploded in applause. And he goes, "No, then I'm just kidding. Like, they're not here. We love the fans and the money. They just love the money." He said something like that. And then quickly, I think the actor playing Chun-Li was like, "Andrew, he's joking. Yeah, he's joking," and like very awkwardly kind of.
Yeah,
shifted,
pivot away from it.
Yeah, but people weren't happy about that. It sounded like one of the execs, at least behind the Mortal Kombat movie, commented on it and said, "We don't feel the need to step on other people to blah 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 blah." The typical response.
Well, yeah, kind of a.
Who cares?
Who
cares? Yeah, I don't know.
Bigger fish to fry there.
It feels, I don't know. I mean, I get that it rubbed people the wrong way, but it just seems like who cares?
Yeah, we're just too soft nowadays, man. If this is the biggest thing that's come out of that, and also, I mean, and speaking on Andrew Schultz, he is, man. I mean, I realize that he's a polarizing comic.
Oh yeah,
I had really no idea how much people have turned on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is a fervor I have not seen in a while. Every time he gets brought up, it's just like, ugh. Fucking Andrew Schultz. Like I saw more than one person on TikTok that was like, I think this movie's gonna bomb, and I think it's going to bomb because of Andrew Schultz's involvement in it. Yeah. Which I think is crazy, but
that's
also
a little silly.
I think sometimes you see people on TikTok talking about stuff, and you're like, well, I mean that can't be the consensus opinion on this thing, right? Other people can't, like real people can't be thinking that, right? Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, that's the case. It's you have a conversation with a real human being, and it's like, I didn't even know he was in it.
Sure.
It's Street Fighter. I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah. Even if you don't like him, like he's one of like a dozen other people in this movie.
I bet you he's not even in it that much.
He's playing
massive cast.
He's playing Dan Hibiki.
Dude, and the people who are like, Dan is an unlikable character because, like, he's unlikable for a different reason. Andrew Schultz is just unlikable as a person. I'm like, yeah, sure. I get what you're saying. I think we talked about the cast and like how on the nose it is.
Yeah.
I mean, like the fact that Orville Peck is in it.
Yeah.
With no discernible acting chops.
Man known for wearing a mask. Let's get man known for wearing a mask.
And it's just like, and no one has proven otherwise so far. No one has come out and been like, we brought him in because he's a great actor.
Sure.
They literally brought in because he's not even Spanish.
No, he's not.
So it's like, what could he
Isn't
possibly?
he South African?
Yeah.
Yeah.
South African, or is he South? Yeah, I think he is South African.
Yes.
Afrikaans.
Via Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in the movie because of that. They didn't find a former boxer. They just asked 50 Cent to be in it.
Yeah.
So the cast,
who's probably like 15 years too old, really, to be playing Balrog.
Well, I mean, Balrog, I guess, I'm a little in too deep with this now, but apparently Balrog is supposed to be older. He's not like a professional. He's not like the heavyweight champion of the world at the time. He is like older.
Yeah, I think
so. It does kind of fit.
Sure, my point is more that 50 Cent's no longer jacked. So
it's like there is that.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. 50 always had like, he always looked like a professional wrestler.
Yeah,
he never looked like he was never shredded. He was like
a big
he seemed
guy.
like he had like a lot of water weight.
Yeah.
A lot of
How tall is he? How tall is he? Is he kind of short?
No, I mean, he's probably like your height.
Okay.
Or maybe a little shorter. Look, let's see what his stats are. I'm willing to bet he's 6 feet.
Okay.
On the nose.
6 feet.
Damn. Yeah.
All right.
Seems like it.
Okay.
He's got 6 foot energy. You know, it's like, I'm not the tallest person in the room. I'm definitely not the shortest person in the room.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to point out every short person in this room.
I'm acceptably tall.
Okay. Here's what I want to. Here's what I really want to talk about with this.
Okay.
I think that I'm going to just crush this.
Do it. As God intended. As the Colonites intended. Colonians.
Colonites. I see the like teaser reveal.
Yes.
And the cast in action,
Yeah.
not just in pictures and set photos and stuff. I think it's gonna be a good movie.
Good how? Describe what you mean by good.
It's clear they're going for a funny, zany,
over the top.
Like everyone is lore accurate.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't pick. It's not Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right.
You know, it's Cody Rhodes with the flat top, 4 feet off his head.
Yep. It looks like a cartoon.
Yeah. It's so. I have a feeling that it's only going to be one of two things. It's going to be a horrendous, just ugly bomb.
Yeah.
Or it's actually going to turn out to be halfway decent. I think that I think it's going to be okay. All right, let me amend it.
Okay.
Good movie. I think it will be as good as the Mortal Kombat movie. Let's just say that the new Mortal Kombat movie, where everyone was like, "That's
all right.
It was halfway decent."
Yeah.
And I think that the people who are up in arms about this, it's like, dude, I mean, you have to understand that your interest in this couldn't be more niche. Like, there is, there's decades of comic book lore and deep-seated stuff that like when these movies so when they redo things like that and they get them wrong, it's like, you didn't have to get them wrong. There was so much stuff to pull from, and there was so much like real stuff to pull from. Like the comic books delve into real stuff, real relationships, heartache, and obviously it's told through the lens of like this insane world.
Sure.
But the things that these characters go through, a lot of the times are very, and that's why they're so relatable. Yeah. That's why when people read the comics, they're like, even though I don't have fucking metal knives coming out of my hands, I get what it means to long for someone I
Sure.
could never have. That is a relatable feeling.
Yes, they inject human emotions into like absurd situations.
Right. Street Fighter is about street fighters.
A tournament.
It's a tournament.
A fighting tournament, yes.
And these guys, I mean, one character is a Brazilian monster. Like, that's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
he's a monster.
Yeah.
That's his there's nothing else to him. He's a monster.
And his name is Roman Reigns.
Roman looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, he does.
He looks, I was like, yo, that's my tribal chief right there,
Yeah,
man. Put the
yeah.
finger in the air. He looks sick as fuck in this movie. If
Yeah.
nothing else, Roman looks fucking awesome.
I just hope he goes.
No, you're confusing them. That's Jason Momoa. Roman Reigns plays he plays the guy
Akuma.
with Akuma,
Yeah,
he plays
yeah,
Akuma, yeah. That's Jason Momoa. And Jason Momoa looks sick as fuck too.
He does.
They
I'm
look
sorry,
and
I'm
but
sorry.
that's the thing though, bro.
I apologize.
Nah, that's okay. You just confused the Polynesians.
Yeah.
I think that they are so accurate that it has no choice but to be a fun, silly, dumb movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be bad in the sense of like this movie's like bad writing, and I don't think it's going to be good bad or bad good. I don't think it's going to be like the first Street Fighter movie.
Yeah.
I think that's my hot take. I think it's going to be a good movie. I think it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah. I doubled down on that. I said similarly when we saw the cast lineup.
Yeah.
In that it's so on the nose, they either know exactly what they're doing or they have no idea. And the trailer, I will say, ticked in the direction of they know what they're doing.
It looked fun.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think as long as it's self-aware, I think it'll work. If it takes itself way too seriously and they're like trying to make Citizen Kane out of Street Fighter with this cast, it ain't gonna work.
Right. I don't you don't need some shoehorned in romance. You don't need, platitudes. You don't need them trying to say anything other than this is a cool tournament. It's good guys versus bad guys. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's all it needs to be.
Sure.
It's Street Fighter. There's nothing else to it. It doesn't need to be anything else. It's fine.
Yeah.
And also the guy who plays Ryu looks sick as fuck too.
Yeah.
He's great in Warrior, HBO show. Or I think it was
Andrew
a show.
Koji.
Yeah, he's a great martial artist too.
Yeah.
So if anything, the cast was so on the nose that like, I mean, if they went to like a cosplay con, you'd be like, holy shit!
It looked like thinking of the characters, the actors they chose for the characters. It looks like cosplay. So
yeah, it does. It does.
I mean,
It just, yeah, it's almost so zany it doesn't feel real.
yeah,
It doesn't feel like this feels like an AI movie.
that's exactly it. It looks like an AI movie.
Yeah,
but it's not.
it's not
real.
It's actually happening.
It's happening.
And I'm excited about it.
Yeah. I will say either way, I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah,
I want to see whether it will be this incredible train wreck or actually be surprisingly enjoyable.
I think that's what we're gonna see. Is like I think it's gonna get like a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like surprisingly entertaining, if albeit, poorly written or it's blah, blah, blah.
brain in the lobby.
Right. Doesn't tread any new ground, but good special effects. I just want to see some practical fight scenes.
Yeah.
So I want to see some old school wire work. No CG.
Yes.
I mean, it looks like they like with Blanca, like they just have Momoa and prosthetics. That'd be cool. I'd be
Yeah.
good with that.
Yeah.
So
Actually electrify him.
and they beat up a car. It looks like
They do beat up a car. God, it's so stupid.
it is. It looks so dumb that it's like this has no choice but to be a good movie.
I hope so. I hope so.
Me too. Just for the sake of like throwing it in the faces of some of these TikTokers who like jumped on the high horse and immediately was like, "You didn't get it." They picked Noah Centineo to play Ken Masters. Did you know that Ken Masters is actually 3/4 Japanese? I just saw this in a TikTok.
Yeah.
Apparently,
great.
Ken Masters, the whitest human being in the game, is 3/4 Japanese, and he dyes his hair blonde. And that you're supposed to pick up on this because his eyebrows are black, but his hair is blonde.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it actually says it in like one of the lore books, that they used to write back in like the 90s.
You have to be Japanese to do the Hadouken.
Yeah, that's the only way.
That's the rule.
That's the only way you're allowed.
Yeah.
No one else is allowed to do it.
Yeah. That's why
And he does speak Japanese, so I guess there is that too.
Don't they all?
No. I guess.
Okay.
I guess depending on what version of the game you got.
Yeah.
Blanca speaks monster.
That's true. Well, on that note, finish this so we can review it
Yeah.
and move on.
Yum. That Kolsch was delicious.
It tastes delicious. It looks delicious.
Delicious. All right, I think that I will give this a. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna go a little bit lower on the.
Yeah.
I think that it's light, crispy, floral. I think it might just be a little. There's almost like. This is gonna sound crazy because it's probably not there, but in my brain it is. It's like a little briny, and
I see what you mean.
It's kind of bothering.
I see what you mean. Like there's something like left on the back end.
Yeah.
That it keeps it very drinkable, but it doesn't really invoke Kolsch to me.
I think that would have built up, and I don't think that I could drink this the way you would want to drink a Kolsch, which is all day.
I see.
And so I have to dock it points because like Kolsch, a perfect Kolsch is something that like you could sit at a restaurant and just have that, nothing else. No variety, and you're good with that. Because it's that damn clean, crispy, and delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. And I think that this was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Agreed. 4. Next up, we have the Kintama 5% ABV IPL.
Ooh.
Please pour for me as I do the cold read.
India Pale Lager. That's interesting. We're going from a Kolsch to an IPL. Let's see the differences here. Whoop.
Cold read is as follows. The Tanuki balls are said to have supernatural powers.
The what?
The Tanuki balls.
I got some Tanuki balls for you.
And bring prosperity. Our Kintama IPL is a hybrid all-round beer. It has a clear golden color and is well-balanced and versatile. IPL, 5% ABV. Clinker and drink. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, but those are his balls. Look at his balls. They're so big.
Slamming them things. Tanuki balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner.
Yes. Legendary director. And actor.
Yeah. I mean, a really horrific story. Like, the details of it are pretty harrowing.
Yeah.
And we don't need to go into it. I mean, I'm sure you guys have read it. If you're unfamiliar, he and his wife were murdered by their child.
Yeah.
That is what it appears to be. He has been charged. That's pretty much the latest of what we know so far. Mm-hmm. No motive or anything has come out.
Yeah, there's been lots of speculation, but,
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
I think what's been fascinating has been the impact that it has had on a nationwide scale.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. I think most people are familiar with Rob Reiner as a director, and boomers know Rob Reiner.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been around for forever. But I just think, he directed some classics, but it's not like he's it's not like he was like really prolific. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he has like
He was at a time.
yeah,
He
and then
hasn't
he
been-
stopped for
yeah.
years, and now he's just been doing, or had just been doing like guest spots on like The New Girl and shit like that.
And like speaking engagements where he would, like just essentially talk.
Yeah,
So, I think a lot of the reverence is hitting the nostalgia nerve, and people talking about like looking at it at a distance, especially like what a career,
yeah,
like what a run this guy had, and on top of that, it seemed like, I mean, obviously, if you don't know, dear listener, he was very outwardly political. Especially later on in life, talking about his progressive politics and his disdain for the current administration. And
I think a guy like that only had to get more and more political as things got worse.
Sure.
And he had to respond to those things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it makes sense when like just like his first big gig was All in the Family. Like that show was what we would call today woke.
Yeah. Well, and he played the woke character on the show.
Exactly. So, I think it makes sense that, that's kind of where his interest would lead him to. And, in his passing, you've seen a lot of politicians talk about him and his impact. And even people from the other side of his political ideology come out and say, despite it all, he was a great guy, seemed to really care about what he talked about and wasn't just like a charlatan and wasn't like speaking these things out of, just trying to make money or stay in headlines. He was doing it because he cared.
Yeah.
And,
well, he wasn't, he's one of those old school guys. So guys like that, they're not chasing anything. Like, what does he gain from alienating half of his fan base?
Sure. And again, like you said, a lot of that fan base is in that boomer generation that is predominantly conservative.
Yeah. What's funny when a character or an actor or a performer is seen as like an everyman, somebody who's like apolitical, who both sides of the aisle can kind of hang their hat on, and then once that person finally like comes out as like progressive or liberal, like the right seems to drop these guys like on a dime, right?
Yeah.
And when
actually I never liked him.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I have this conversation with my dad, who's like, he's not a De Niro guy anymore, and I'm like, you love De Niro, man. Oh, now because De Niro shits on Trump, now all of a sudden like De Niro was never good.
He was never good.
I see people say
never
this about
liked
De Niro
that guy.
all the time now. Anytime a De Niro clip pops up on like Instagram or something, you get a bunch of comments that are like, he's the worst actor in Hollywood. And I'm like, it's such a disingenuous take to have. It would be just so much easier for you to be truthful and just say, God damn it, I wish he wasn't such a bleeding heart liberal because I love his movies so much.
You do see that too, but that I can stomach.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like that take makes like that's the real take.
Sure.
To turn around and be like, he's not a good actor is crazy.
No.
That is just a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, I agree.
and we spend so much of our time trying to look the other way
with so much. A lot of the things we love have gone completely MAGA, and it sucks.
Well, but, and I don't know if it's too early to dive into Mick Foley, but
go for it.
That's one of the things. Like Mick Foley, legendary wrestler,
mankind,
actor, voice actor, Cactus
Jack,
Dude Love,
of course.
He came out with a statement and was like, I'm parting ways with the WWE. I just cannot stand by while the WWE still has these connections. I think he said that they coddle.
I can give you the full
yes, please
thing here. This is from Real Mick Foley on Instagram. Quote, While I have been concerned about WWE's close relationship with Donald Trump for several months, especially in the light of his administration's ongoing cruel and inhumane treatment of immigrants and pretty much anyone who looked, quote, like an immigrant, end quote, reading the president's incredibly cruel comments in the wake of Rob Reiner's death is the final straw for me, which we will get to.
Mm-hmm.
I no longer wish to represent a company that coddles a man so seemingly void of compassion as he marches our country towards autocracy. Last night, I informed WWE Talent Relations that I would not be making any appearances for the company as long as this man remains in office. Additionally, I will not be signing a new Legends deal when my current one expires in June. I love WWE, will always treasure my time with them, and I am deeply appreciative for all the opportunities they afforded me. But, in the words of Popeye the Sailor, quote, I stands all I can stands, and I can't stands no more, end quote.
I think it's such a funny thing to end on that quote, because I think that Triple H and the WWE, I read a rumor that they wanted to have Trump there at Saturday Night Main Event for Cena's last match. And they ultimately didn't decide against it. Trump just couldn't make it. And this is just a rumor, so I don't take this with a grain of salt. I think it was from Meltzer. If you guys know anything about the dirt sheets, you know.
Yeah.
But I do think that it is interesting that WWE, they bread their butter their bread.
Butter their bread.
They eat their bread with toast as toast. They toast their bread from audience interaction and understanding their audience. And sometimes you swerve, like with the Cena thing. You swerve and people don't like it or whatever. But, excuse me. The whole point of the WWE, I think, when it comes to like their audience, is that they understand and they're trying to entertain their audience. Sometimes it feels like they don't get it at all, because the difference between like the UFC and WWE is like the UFC, the fans of the UFC, like we've now discovered, not really now discovered, but it's just become this thing where like it's a conservative.
It's come to the forefront.
Yeah. And if you've taken any martial arts nowadays, that shouldn't come as a surprise to you. Every BJJ gym that I went to was very conservative. They were so
sure.
It's not surprising.
It's part of the culture.
What's surprising to me is that the WWE doesn't seem to understand that wrestling, even though it's in the mainstream, being a fan, like a guy who would spend $500 on a ticket, another $500 on a replica belt, another $200 or $300 to travel to said arena. That guy's a dork. Yeah. That guy's a nerd.
Yeah.
Like that. Being a fan of wrestling, you're still on the outskirts.
Yeah, you're not a prototypical alpha male.
Yeah, you're chubby nerd.
Sure.
And to think that those two audiences overlap is, I think, just insane. So to think that you could bring out, you don't think that Donald Trump would have been booed out of the arena? I truly think that this isn't a UFC situation where he like shows up on the screen and you're like, oh man, here we go. And if it's in like Tampa or Miami, they go fucking nuts for him.
Sure.
This is they booed Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
they booed him out of the building.
Yeah.
And it's just like I'm just shocked that they just don't seem, and like with what Mick is saying, it's like you don't have to be so obvious about it. I mean, it's good that we know, I guess I'm kind of, talking in circles a little bit.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, because it's like I would hate to not know, but at the same time, it's like you guys don't have to be just so fucking upfront and like throwing it in our faces so much.
Yeah, and that that's honestly something I've struggled with too. Is like, in one way, now that the cat's out of the bag with so many of these companies and corporations that, something we've always kind of inherently known is that they just follow the bag.
Right.
and they don't have your best interests. They never have.
Right.
Even when they seem to have aligned with your best interests, it was only because they thought you would spend more money with them.
They're just being so obvious about it now.
It is become so much more obvious that it doesn't matter the extremity of whatever political actions are happening. They will continue to go with whatever breadwinner is the breadwinner at the time.
Yeah.
So now that the man in charge is extremely conservative and I would say openly destructive to this country, that doesn't mean jack shit as long as either A, on paper, they're making more money from conservative people, or B, the higher-ups need to curry favor with the man in power.
Yeah.
Or both of those things together.
Yeah.
So I do think that in the case of the WWE, it's a little bit of both, but I think that, like you're saying, the audiences are vastly different, but I don't think that has seeped in with the powers that be yet.
No.
And I also think, I mean, I can almost say with certainty, the fact that Trump's especially current administration is so entrenched in specifically the WWE that they will bend over backwards, even if the audience boos him every time. They will funnel in cheers.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They need him to feel special because that's the only way to get on his good side.
Right.
It's been proven time and time again. Like, he is, at least seems to be, the most easily manipulated person that's ever been in the White House.
Yeah.
You just need to do him favors.
Yeah.
You need to tell him how awesome he is, how he's the best. And he goes, you know what? All right, here you go. Take some money.
Right.
You know, you having trouble with this? I'll make it disappear for you because you like me and you're making me feel good. God. So, I think it's those things. I don't think it's any, more complex than that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So until, there's recent polling that says his favor's going down even more in this country. If that continues, maybe we'll see things shift, but at the end of the day, he's still the president, and he's taken so much control that they may not, the corporation still may not be swayed until he's actually out of office. So it's time to grin and bear it, boys, if you want to enjoy anything that you did before that is in the pocket of the president right now.
Yeah.
So, but I will say, as Mick kind of alluded to, Trump's response to the murder was, I think, for almost the first time, a step too far.
Yeah.
For even most of his base.
Yeah.
Because we've seen a lot of backlash, even from very conservative outlets, very conservative people, that you would expect to, not be moved by anything he says or does. But they were.
Yeah.
And I found that really interesting because why now?
Right.
Like, why is it Rob Reiner's, tragic murder and his wife, and given the circumstances involving his own son, like, why was that moving to this crowd?
Yeah.
Why specifically? Is it because of nostalgia? Because, again, Rob Reiner was openly anti-Trump.
Yeah.
And openly for Democrats and really was a booster for them to the point that Michelle Obama was talking about how much, the Obamas loved him, and a lot of other left-leaning politicians were openly saying how much that he meant and his family meant to their cause.
Yeah. So
he was openly political, yet still his murder was, I don't know, the response to his murder seemed to be just like incomprehensibly like defendable. There was no way around it to be able to. Usually they can find a way, like an angle, and some did.
Yeah.
Mind you, some did. But the vast majority of people were like, I love you, man, but that's a bad look.
Yeah.
You shouldn't say that.
I think because Because it is. I think that like it's simply one of those things that's like you would to defend what he said. You yourself would have to be somebody who's like, yeah, I mean, like people deserve to die if they don't support Donald Trump, and I don't think like even like ardent MAGA Republicans are like, well, I mean, we're not going to go that far.
Yeah.
You know, like
Rough.
not Americans. I mean, and it's one thing. It's like, I do think nostalgia has a little to do with it. I do think the fact that it was like an old white man.
They grew up with him.
Yeah, everybody
movies.
knew him.
Who doesn't like Princess Bride?
Right.
You know?
It's not, and I mean, as far as like politically, you know, he had his views. It wasn't as if he was like some formidable political opponent.
No.
You know, he was a guy who did speaking engagements and touted his political beliefs, but it's not, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he was harmless when it comes to, I mean, if you were a fan of Rob Reiner and he was like, immigrants should be treated like humans, that's not something you wouldn't be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm
Radical.
saying? So
Radical leftist.
I
Terrorist.
think, I think in the grand scheme of things, you're looking at a guy, and I think the other thing is, it's not like he ran in the kind of circles that people could go, like, if, you know, I don't know, Tom Hanks or George Clooney or one of these guys who they're saying like, these guys went to Epstein Island and they're part of the Hollywood elite and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I think that they would probably be more, they would be less hesitant to not defend something if it was about one of them. Rob Reiner just seems like just some old school guy that everybody loved or at least was like indifferent to. And then for Trump to come out there and be like,
James Woods came out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And said that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
James Woods
he was like Rob Reiner was a friend of mine.
Yes.
Like he was a good guy. We didn't agree politically. And I think that no matter what people say behind closed doors, I do think that quote unquote centrist Republicans or establishment Republicans and establishment Democrats, they all have this same kind of idea that we can disagree politically, but we should be able to have normal and healthy discourse about these things. Yeah. That's like the prevailing thought about this stuff, right?
We should still be able to have a conversation.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that what Trump said shatters that notion.
Yeah.
Because that's all Rob Reiner was doing. He wasn't a very controversial figure.
No, I don't think really at all. I mean, they've tried to go back and make it sound like he was by calling Trump, you know, a fascist.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's violent rhetoric right there. That means that he wanted him dead.
Well, but I think that the other thing is he wasn't assassinated. He was stabbed to death by his own son.
A tragedy. A family tragedy.
Yeah.
And then,
so it's like, dude, it wasn't even like a political, because that's the other thing. It wasn't, as far as we know now, because we don't know all the details. Sure. As far as we know right now, it wasn't a political thing. It was a tragedy. And so for him to come out and be like, essentially implying that he deserved it.
I'll give you the exact quote.
Yeah.
From Trump's Truth Social post. And I quote, Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star.
First of all, let me just pause for 2 seconds.
Yes.
Off the bat. Insulting a dead person.
Sure.
I think that's a thing that we all, like, pretty much everybody could get behind when it comes to something like this, unless you're Charlie Kirk. It's like off rip.
Yeah.
Tortured, like
struggling. Was he?
No.
It didn't seem like he was.
He wasn't.
Seemed like he was doing pretty well.
No.
Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director, you have to do the old switcheroo, and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as, all caps, Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as, all caps, TDS.
I love that. Sometimes referred to as, you just made this up.
Yeah.
What do you mean sometimes referred to as?
Let me finish.
Sorry.
He was known to have driven people, all caps, crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump,
Speaking
with
in
his
third person.
obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness.
Yeah.
And with the Golden Age of America, title caps on Golden Age of America, upon us, perhaps like never before. May Rob and Michelle rest in peace! Exclamation point.
I mean, like
Unfathomable.
I mean, yeah, it is like a textbook how to not write a statement.
Yeah.
I mean, everything about it. Insulting him in the beginning, trying to do the little, I mean, he used to be all this shit in the middle. He
said rest in peace. He said rest in peace.
Blaming the victim.
Making it about him.
Then making it about him
His
at
own
the end.
greatness.
Touting his political achievements in so much as they are, quote unquote.
Yes.
I mean, just a masterclass in how not to do it.
And shoehorning in Trump derangement syndrome when he was murdered by his son.
Yeah.
Again, like...
Yeah. And now he's trying to coin it. And now I'm starting to see it pop up with, like, you know, obviously the username, 1,000-letter profiles.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's got TDS. And it's like, oh, okay. Now he's giving them, but I will say, to the point of what we're talking about, like, far less than usual. Because this kind of thing would have been, you know, Marjorie Taylor Greene would have come out and been like, he's got TDS. Yeah. And it would have been a whole thing.
Right.
But this statement is so just horrendous that no one is even latching on to the branding of Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. Well, and you know, mind you, Trump derangement syndrome, like, has been coined before. That was a pre-existing thing, I will say. He didn't even coin it. It was a thing that was going on before. It's like, oh, he's got Trump derangement syndrome.
I didn't know that.
He can't stop thinking about Trump. Can't stop talking about Trump.
That's
like,
crazy.
Yeah, because you're the president of the United States and you keep doing terrible things.
Has anyone ever called it TDS?
I don't think
so. Has that been a thing?
I think he may have started that hashtag. But I think the way that I've seen, at least for people online, to defend this statement is, yeah, well, you guys said some pretty mean things about Charlie Kirk when he died. Or when he was assassinated.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And that's been the main discourse online, basically.
The really only pushback on this.
Yeah. And then they point to some person in, I don't know, fucking New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, yeah. Like doing that stuff. And it's like, you don't see the difference, man. You don't see the difference between the president of the United States saying something like that, and
they're going to point to us now,
and Jessica, working at Safeway, doing that.
Well, and that's, you know, it's such a false equivalency that it almost doesn't even deserve to be acknowledged, and yet it is something that you do have to be like, listen, guys. Look at what Rob Reiner himself said about Charlie Kirk. Yeah. If you want to see the differences in how these things get handled, just take it from the man himself.
Look at what Obama said about it. Look at what, basically any living president said about it.
That's the thing. Most people, I would go so far as to say every single notable person.
Yes. Anyone in politics.
If they made a statement about it, it was the same thing. Yeah. It was all, you know, if they were on the left, it was like he said inflammatory things, and it is a terrible tragedy. No one should be assassinated for the things that they say. No one should be assassinated for speaking their mind, but he did say inflammatory stuff. That was the prevailing thought. And whether you find that offensive or not is one thing. But it's definitely not saying he deserved to die, and he had gangbanger derangement syndrome or whatever the fuck.
Sure.
And so I'm hesitant to even like acknowledge the fact that these, like, it's the same thing. And also it's like, why now that's gonna be the thing. Anytime something like the tragedy like this happens, and they're always gonna be like, well, look at what you said about Charlie Kirk. And it's like, 5 minutes ago, you didn't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Now, all of a sudden, he is the martyr that you're going to bring up every time something like this happens.
Right. And regular people were fired for posting social media quotes that Charlie Kirk said.
Right. Jimmy Kimmel almost lost his career.
Yeah.
Over not even saying anything.
he didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk. It was about the president.
Yeah.
And that was a problem.
Right.
Anyway. Yeah. So I think on one hand, obviously this is a tremendous tragedy. And as a fan of Rob Reiner and, so much of his work, really horrible news that I saw while on vacation. But, I think on the other hand, it is at least, and I'm grasping at straws. We're at the end of 2025, and I'm just holding on for dear life. But I think it's at least a little heartening to know that there is a line you can cross still,
Yeah.
Like the vast majority of people, I think, feel the same way about this. And it's nice to see that, there is still at least some sense of common decency in our country.
At least a little bit.
A little bit. Maybe not for, pregnant immigrant women, but for somebody in Hollywood that made a movie you liked 30 years ago, there's something. It's just nice to see that people can still be moved by bad things happening, even when it's somebody that they intrinsically support on almost every other way or factor.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm pulling away from this. How about you?
I mean, I guess it is a little heartening for all of this stuff to happen and for everybody to kind of, I mean, it's just such a fucking sad thing that's happened, man.
Yeah.
It's just such a really, I mean, it's fucking horrifying the more you think about it. Like, it's a horrifying thing that's happened. And like he has like more kids than just
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
They have to now carry this legacy of this horrific thing that's happened to their family. Like that is now going to be a part of the story. And they have to just live with that.
Their family was blown up in one moment.
Yeah.
And
that's just, I mean, it's like the more you think about the reality of it, the more you just have to look at Trump and just be like, I mean, he's a ghoul, man.
It's despicable.
It's like,
I don't use that word lightly. It is despicable.
Yeah, he's a fucking ghoul.
Yeah.
It like, I don't know.
It
at
takes
this
a real
point,
sociopath to make it about you.
Yeah. How can you still, with a straight face, be like, I mean, he's not a good guy. He's just not a good person.
What?
I think about my conservative friends, and I think like when they see something like that, it's like, how does that make you feel? You can't, if you agree, I mean, first of all, I don't want to be your friend anymore, but second of all, it's like really, really look in the mirror, man, and think about like what it means to continue. And that's like, good on Mick for finally saying like, I can't stomach this anymore, because like even though he doesn't work for Donald Trump or would have to work with him in any capacity, really.
Just being associated
was enough for him to be like, I can't even be thought about in the same thought as this person.
Yeah.
He's such a revolting human being.
And Mick, by all accounts, is a really nice guy.
Yeah.
So if you're making enemies of really nice people, what does it say about you?
Yeah.
Not even talking politically, just generally well-liked, well-intentioned people.
Trying to find his last movie that he did.
I think it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. But I think he more recently acted and stuff.
He was nominated a lot.
He wasn't he in fucking The Bear?
Yeah, he was in The Bear.
Yeah.
He got an Academy Award for Misery.
Nice.
He was nominated for Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, with 4 nominations. The American President, Ghosts of Mississippi, A Few Good Men. God damn.
What a run.
Yeah, right? Oh, he didn't. I mean, Kathy Bates won for Misery. She won Best Actress.
Yeah.
Why are they even including those? Okay, so here we go. Oh, he did. I didn't know he did the sequel.
Oh.
The Spinal Tap sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was his last movie.
I see.
He did God and Country, but he didn't direct it. He did that Albert Brooks movie. Shock and Awe. What's Shock and Awe?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson, Tommy Lee Jones, James Marsden, Mila Jovovich, Jessica Biel. Anyway. Oh, he did that LBJ movie with Woody Harrelson. Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't think that there is any kind of solace except for the fact that everything, political discourse and the temperature, it's just so high and tense right now that for everybody, for the most part, to kind of come together and be like, this is a tragedy, and what Trump said is not okay. This is not how we should be discussing these kinds of things. Is at least it's the only thing I could think. Well, that's nice.
It's something.
It's something.
Something.
It's something.
Yeah.
So that's what I pull from this.
You talking about like any friends, any conservative people you may know, family. I think it's unfortunately true that the meme of everyone is now 12 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the only response to that is like, well, he said mean things about Trump too. So
Yeah.
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 But anyway, we need more topics. We have more beer.
Do you want the episode to be 3 hours long? We're at an hour and a half right now.
Well, like half of it's getting cut out anyway, so.
No, not that much. Not that much. Don't
right.
tell the trade secrets, okay?
All right. Well, look, we need to let's do one more beer. And cheers to with this one since we're out of this one. But let us first review the Kaigan Brewery Kintama IPL.
Kintama. I'm back and forth between like bumping back up to 4.5 or maybe even a 5 for this one.
Go with your heart.
I'm gonna give it a 5. That's my heart and my gut are telling me that this is a 5.
Yeah, I agree. It's a 5.
Yeah,
I agree. It's
agreed.
I love the slight little bitter on there.
Yeah.
Very well balanced, as we like to say.
It's complex.
It is complex.
It's complex. Oh, an Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Twist. What a twist.
What a twist. Okay.
Please open that bad boy, and I'll give you a cold read. The next is the Umibozu.
You're an Umibozo.
Oh. It is an Imperial Stout. Comes in at 8% ABV, and the cold read goes as follows. Umibozu is a giant human-like shadow that appears in the ocean to destroy ships. Our Imperial Stout is full of charred black malt, a creamy head, and rich coffee flavor.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Umibozu. Beautiful. Cheers to that. Oh, wait. Save it for the cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You
My
start
cheers
us
of the
off?
week goes to John Cena.
John Cena?
Yeah. Obviously now officially retired
Apparently.
from the WWE.
I don't know. The rumors are flying. This might not be the end. There might
Those
be
trades?
There might be more to the story.
They're talking. The dirt sheets.
That's what the streets are saying.
Yeah. Well, at least for now. Maybe he'll come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5. Ain't to play games with you.
Just aim at you.
Yeah, I think John Cena overall just a incredibly good influence for the pro wrestling industry. And the more I hear him talk as himself, the more I like him. He seems like a really good guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of good guys, he seems like a down-to-earth guy who understands the power of fandom.
Yeah.
And really respects the fact that, people don't have to come out and see you, even if you're a superstar. Like it seems like he really appreciates the fact that, the fans brought him this far.
Yeah.
And even through the ups and downs, like it seems like he really has an understanding of how to be a showman, but also like to give a lot from himself.
Yeah.
And I find that really admirable, especially this day and age where a lot of young superstars seem a bit more self-centered.
Oh yeah,
seem a bit more focused on the numbers and social media and things like that. He seems more like an old school kind of grassroots kind of guy.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that from him. I wish him well in his future endeavors in movies and TV. I think he's killing it so far. I told you I watched Heads of State on my trip in the plane. I stand on it. I think it's a perfect airplane movie.
That's a Prime movie?
I believe so. I believe so. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I really think he has underrated screen presence.
Yeah.
And think he can do a lot more of that as long as he's willing to, because it's hard to keep up that big frame.
Right. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts doing the Batista thing and he just starts slimming down.
I think he can do it. I think he has the chops. I think he needs the right projects.
Yeah.
If he wants to, because honestly, I think he can go out just being an action star.
Yeah,
He can do that too. So
I think he's too funny to just. I think he's. I mean, he now feels like the spiritual successor to maybe. I mean, he's no one. I don't think anybody is going to reach the heights of Arnold Schwarzenegger, sure. But it does feel like he seems to be the guy. If there ever was going to be a guy.
Yeah, you saying that actually is a really good point, because I think I would rather see him in more comedies than anything.
Yeah.
Because he can really pull it off. He has good timing. Again, good charisma. So yeah. Hats off to John Cena. Wish you well.
I don't know if I want to see him do like a serious role. I don't think I need the swerve yet. No. I think I need like 5 or 6 more just
before his The Wrestler.
Yeah. I don't think we need that from him.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
Dwayne did
an
entire career's worth of movies before he finally was like, maybe I'll take this thing seriously.
Let me get a Safety.
Yeah. Let me get a Safety.
Yeah.
Sounds like an award. He went out and got himself a Safety. I mean, he's probably, I don't know. I mean, Marty Supreme's probably coming out too late to be part of this award season.
Think so.
But then again, I think he got nominated at the Golden Globes. So I think that means it's up for consideration this year.
Maybe it counts because it was on like the circuits before.
Yeah, because it was
technically already released.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. Because now,
we shall see.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Okay, my cheers of the week is this is going to be a shameless plug.
Okay.
Shout out to all the people that bought my album.
And many more to come.
Mm-hmm. False Idols is out now on Bandcamp. By the time this goes up, it'll be up on streaming. But I wanted to do like a kind of...
Don't listen to it there.
Yeah,
buy it.
No, buy it.
Please.
But I did want to do like a release window where like, because that's essentially, when you put something out and you have a small following, it's like everybody who is going to see it in that immediate like first 2 weeks is going to see it then, right?
Sure.
And so all those people have been super supportive. So thank you to everybody so far who has paid over the asking price for the album. It's fucking awesome. Because, we've been having these conversations about how to get off of streaming or how to like get away from it as much as you can. And the album's not going to be on Spotify. And, it's not like I'm missing out on much, because Spotify to me is just like, it's crumbling right now. It's like the seams are starting to become more and more visible, and people are pulling on the strings, and they're starting to see like, hey man.
Yeah, more and more artists are deciding to evacuate. So
they run ICE ads. I don't know what more you need to do. They run ICE ads.
Yeah.
And people brought this up, and they were like, are you going to stop? And they were like, no. And that was it. That should be the end of the conversation.
I'm not brown.
Like,
they won't stop me.
Like, I get it. I'm not telling anybody. Like, I use Apple Music. I'm not like, I'm not holier than thou when it comes to, like, I know you have to, but you want to just enjoy yourself. You want to listen to music. I get it.
I only listen to cassette tapes.
Yeah, he's better than all of us. Apple Music is right there. Tidal is right there. True. YouTube Music is right there. I'm telling you, man, if you have YouTube Premium, you need to get YouTube Music because it's just YouTube on your phone. So there are, and then all of these indie companies that are coming out as alternatives to Spotify and Apple Music, like, you don't have to use these services.
No.
And so in that vein, Bandcamp, go to the Bandcamp, go to my Instagram, go to the Bandcamp, buy the album, or you can just listen to the album and tell me what you think. I'd like for you to buy the album, but
if you are going to be cheap about it, at least give a review.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Give him some feedback.
Yeah.
He did the whole thing.
Yeah.
By himself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Actually. Thank you.
Cheers to you as well.
Appreciate that.
Also, before I forget, that is a cheers for you.
Oh, more goodies?
A Kaigan Brewery.
Oh.
T-shirt.
Nice.
It's of this can.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I talked to the bartender there and told him we were going to feature it on our podcast, and he was very jazzed about it. So shout out to Kaigan Brewery.
Oh.
He said, I don't think you should travel with these. They may not travel well. So if any of our reviews are lower than expected, it's probably because it spent 14 hours in the air. Over 14 hours in the air.
Oh, that's sick.
But
I changed all of my reviews to 6.
Yes.
Oh, it's like kind of blue, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a dark navy.
That's sick.
Yeah, and he's like,
go,
that's
guys.
my favorite shirt.
Ah! There, I got it now.
There we go. Beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he's
Look
like,
at that.
he's like, that one's my favorite. I'm like, all right, bet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nice quality shirt, too.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't play.
you.
Of course. Christian side hug. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait. One more thing. What would you give this out of 6 bottle caps?
What would you would you give this? This is gonna be such a bitch.
Yeah,
It's gonna be such a bitch to edit. What would you give this?
I would give this one a 4.5.
Yeah.
I think it's very good. I think it's almost a little sharp to my palate, whereas I expect it to be sweeter and smoother and more malty.
Yeah.
Which gives it a unique flavor. Not that I'm completely against, but not really what I'm looking for in an Imperial Stout. But still very good. 4.5.
Yeah. I think I gotta go 5 on this one. I think what you're referring to is like the charred malt.
Yes, probably.
And I think that I get that that's like a little too aggressive, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, it is a little smoky.
Yeah. It's a little smoke on there, and
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah.
I'm into that. So, 8%. I like. It's a little sweet, but that little smokiness on there.
Yeah,
I
it
dig
balances out a little bit.
Yeah. All right. You think we got it?
I know we got it.
Well, you have to listen to the entire episode if you want to hear all of our reviews of all of these brewskis. But otherwise, if Obi says we got it, then this episode is over. This has been the One Beer In Podcast for myself, Marco Dupa, for Adam Obesi's Ready.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you guys for listening. Drink delicious beer and have yourself a beautiful evening.
We love you.
Long live Rob Reiner.
Yeah.